Hi, this is James Hammonds, author of When Shepherds Kill. What about the Republican bill called the SAVE Act? This piece of legislation is sitting in Congress right now. President Trump wants the bill to pass as the first step in taking control of the federal electoral process. Once this bill is passed, he and his people will be in position to steal votes and enable Republicans to stay in control of the nation's government. Trump will then be able to violate the Constitution and remain as president. When Shepherds Kill is a murder mystery set in the city of Chicago. Buy a copy of this great book today. The SAVE Act, if passed, would disenfranchise millions of Americans of all ages and races by demanding evidence of American citizenship be provided at the time of registration and voting. Are we in Russia or North Korea? The SAVE Act will require a birth certificate or a passport to prove yourself an American. Married women will have a problem because their names don't match their birth certificates. Also, the act will have a negative impact on tribal IDs and student IDs, which will not be accepted. Worse yet, the Department of Homeland Security will be in control of voter rolls and could strike off millions of Americans at the whim of Trump. African Americans have suffered enough political retribution from racist state policies. In past history, poll taxes had to be paid before blacks could vote. There were laws that said blacks cannot vote unless their ancestors voted before 1867. Blacks were required to determine the number of jelly beans in a glass container or pass a ridiculous test that others were not required to take. While persons who attempted to register a vote were met with threats, beatings, or murder. Blacks living in red and blue states should contact their senators and demand their representatives should not pass this bill. Organizations representing Black people should prepare to file lawsuits. We should organize our communities. In the case the law is passed, organize our communities to meet the requirements pursuant to the act. And if there are financial issues, we need to begin the process of raising money to help those in need of assistance. No matter what, we need to have a massive turnout in the November elections. Remember, we should not give in and we should not give up. James Hammonds.